Good morning, everybody. I'm Sarah Mitchell, and this is the Strength and the Balance workout for Moving Mountains Gym. Just have to get the screen clear. And we're going to start with our squat warm-up. We're going to do start with 10 air squats. Then we'll do 10 toe touch to squat sit squat. So you'll have your fingers underneath your toes and go into a full depth squat, and then straighten your legs as much as you can for that nice hamstring stretch. 10 of these. Now we'll do 10 groiners, 5 per side, which looks like this. Right foot forward, pressing this opposite left hip down into the ground. Just hold that for a couple seconds and then switch. One. Okay, now we have sink back down into your squat sit, and we are doing spine, flex, and extend. Do this from the side. My mobility is not great on this one. So hands behind your head, get as low as you can in your squat sit, and then you're just curling through your upper back, and then curling. 10 of those. Oof. And 10 per side lateral lunges. Just sink, just sit down, knee in line with your toe. And one more squat sit warm up. The reach and rotate. So you come down into your squat sit. Reach up to the ceiling behind you, trying to keep your spine as straight as you can. 5 per side, 10 total. And then if you have space for it, we're going to do a lap of duck walk, which we will say is 10 steps per foot in duck walk. So I won't be able to do all of this on the camera, but down into your squat sit and then walk like a duck. All right, we're going to go through that one more time. Back to 10 air squats. Ten toe touches to squat sits. Good. 10 groiners. Last one. Back into squat sit, spine, flex and extend. And lateral lunges, 5 per side. Squat, sit, reach, and rotate. 5 per side or 10 total. And one last duck walk. All right, so for the bulk of our workout, it's called Strengthen the Balance. It's a, excuse me, I have to get my list straightened out. It'll be 4 supersets of 2 exercises. Each exercise will be 10 reps, and we'll do each superset twice before we move on to the next superset. The only equipment you'll need is dumbbells if you have them. A sturdy bench is useful, or a sturdy chair. If you don't have a bench or a sturdy chair to use, and you can just use the floor. That's totally fine too. So we're going to start with single leg squats. It'll be 10 per side. I'm going to squat to my bench. Actually, I'm going to demonstrate these. without weights. So we're just balancing on one leg, squatting down. I'm going to touch the bench and then come back up. And we'll do 10 per side. You can also do these, the more difficult version would be to squat as deep as you can without a bench. I'm going to be using a bench today. And we'll see how my knees feel with using the dumbbells. And then a lat pull in a single leg bridge. So that's, we're going to be using the bench also. And you will need dumbbells for this one, but you can also do it. You can also do it on the ground, and I'll demonstrate both. So for the single leg bridge, if you have a bench or a sturdy chair, you're going to put just your shoulders on the bench. You're going to balance on one leg, and then with your dumbbells in both hands, drop your dumbbells behind your head and pull them back over to just below your chest. And it will be 10 per side, balancing on each leg. So 10 with your right leg in the air, 10 with your left leg in the air. You're doing them on the floor. It looks like this with a hip bridge with one leg up, and you just drop your weights to the floor behind you and pull them over your head. You want to make sure that your pull is coming from your lat muscle right here. So you're pulling forward like you're gonna chop a tree down, rather than just extending your elbows. That's our first superset. So we're gonna go through that one twice. And I'm sorry, I misspoke about the lat pull. That one is just 5 per side. So 5 with your right leg in the air, 5 with your left leg in the air. The single leg squats are 10 on the left and 10 on the right. So we'll go through that right now, and then we'll move on to our second superset. I'm just going to start my music. Oh, you're right. Here we go. 10 single leg squats. I'm going to start with my left leg. Ten on the left, 10 on the right. Good. Now into lat pull bridges. You start with my right leg up. 5 right here. And 5 with my left leg up. Those can also be done on a medicine ball if you have one, which will make the balance component even more challenging. We're gonna go straight back into single leg squat. 10 on the left. Oof. And 10 on the right. Seven. Ten. Back to lat pulls. With my right leg up. And my left leg. Whew. All right. One set done. 3 to go. Our next superset is going to have some tempo work in it. I didn't mention that at the beginning, but our supersets are going to alternate balance work and tempo work, which is a more kind of intense strength building, which is why the workout is called Strength and Balance. So we're into our tempo superset. It's going to be tempo squats followed by a tempo bent over row. The tempo part of squats is going to be a 4-second or a 4 count as you're lowering down into the squat. So super slow motion. 2 seconds, 2 count at the bottom. So pause at the bottom and then explode back up. So it'll look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, up. And we'll do 10 squats that way. You can add dumbbells to those if you'd like. And then a tempo bent over row, which will look like this. Dumbbell in each hand. Slightly bent knees, hinge at the waist with a nice flat back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, down. All right. So we have 10 of each. 10 tempo squats, 10 bent over rows. All right, here we go. We'll start with squats. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Up. 4, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, up. 5. 6. 7. 8, 9, 10. Ooh, good. Right into bent over rows. Slight bend in your knees into the waist. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. And if you find that this position, holding this position for a long time is bothering your back, you can modify just by standing a little taller, by dropping weight, or by mimicking your motion without using any weight at all. But if you do that, you want to pretend like you're moving a lot of weight. Pull some imaginary weights. All right, we're going to go back into tempo squats. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 2. Down, nice and slow. Pause. Up. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Good. Right over rows. I'm going to grab another pair of dumbbells. Yeah. Those were twingy in my low back, so I'm dropping weight. Slight bend in the knees, hinge the weights, nice flat back. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And make sure you're pulling your shoulder blades together. 2, 4, 1, 2. 3. Squeeze. Yeah. 4. 5. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. And down. 6. Almost there. 7. 8. 9. Last one. 10. Down. Woo. Good job. Okay. Our third superset is back to balance work. We have a single leg deadlift, 10 per side, and a single arm chest press with a leg lift. That will be also 10 per side, so 20 total because we're doing one side at a time. Okay, the single leg deadlift. Can I grab Single leg deadlift. We'll start, I'll demonstrate, start by balancing on my right foot. I'm gonna pull my shoulders back, squeeze my shoulder blades together, maintain that squeeze in my shoulder blades as I hinge at my hips. Come back and touch, okay? I don't wanna collapse in my shoulders and come this way and reach for the ground. I'll be here, right? Single leg deadlifts. I do the same thing on the other side. Pull my shoulders back. You don't need to touch the floor. You want to get as far as you can, hinging at the hips without rounding your back, right? 10 per side of those. And then we have the chest fly, single arm chest press, excuse me, chest fly is the next one. Single arm chest press with the leg lift. So you'll come back to your bench for that one, or I'll also demonstrate these on the floor. So your shoulders will be on the bench. The opposite leg from the hand that's holding your dumbbell, my dumbbell's in my left hand, so I'm going to lift my right leg, and I'm going to just press the dumbbell straight up over my chest while I'm balancing on just one leg. I'm going to have 10 on that side. I'll switch hands. Lift my left leg and press with my right arm. I also want to work on not letting my hips drop, keeping my hips up. Okay, so single leg deadlifts, 10 per side. Starting bouncing on the right. Here we go. Three, go. 2, 1. Other side. These can also be done without weights. 1. Good. Into chest press. I'm also going to kind of move to the side of my bench that my dumbbell is going to be held in so that I have a little more room to drop my elbow for this press. I'm starting with my left, and my right leg is going to be in there. Here we go. Three, 2, 1. I'm going to shift over on my bench. So I have room for my right elbow. With my left leg. Here we go. Four, 3, 2, 1. Back into single leg deadlifts. And if the video moves too fast for you at any point, just pause it and then start again after you finished each exercise. Starting on the right. Or if I move too slow for you. Speed ahead. Left side. Make sure you're pulling those shoulder blades back. Oh, last one. Back to chest press. Dumbbell on my left, right is up. Two, one. Shimmy over. Dumbbell on my right, my left is up. And 8, 9, 10. Woo. All right. Good work. We have our final superset, which is more tempo work. And we're going to do a tempo Romanian deadlift, and then a chest fly with the leg lower. So for the tempo deadlift, we'll be doing both legs at the same time. If you have bigger dumbbells, you can use those for this one if you choose. I'm going to stick with my 10s because that's what I have at home. So keeping a nice flat back, my butt's going to go back. 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, up. My back is going to stay flat the entire time. My butt's going to go back and my knees are going to bend slightly. My back is still flat. All right. And then the chest fly with leg lower will be done on the ground with 2 dumbbells, dumbbell in each hand. We'll be doing a regular chest fly movement, so your arms come out. You can have a slight bend in your elbows, and bring your hands together at the top. The same time that I'm doing that fly movement, I'm going to be lifting and lowering my legs. So as I come up with my arms, my legs come up also. If you find that the leg movement bothers your back, you can modify it to just bringing your knees up. And that is excellent core work as well. If even that bothers you, you can just bend your knees and do only the arm movement. We have 10 of each, 10 chest flies, 10 tempo deadlifts. Here we go. Here we go. Starting with deadlifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, up. You want to make sure that when you're at the pause in the bottom, that you're feeling all of the load in your hamstrings and glutes, not your quads. Make sure your butt is really shooting back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did you chest flies? We'll start with legs and arms down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to tempo deadlifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, up. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Nice and slow. Pause. 8. 2 more. 9. Last one. 10. Just slides. Arms out, legs out. Here we go. Three, 2, 1. Woo. All right. Good work, everybody. We have one last section of core work I need to look at on my phone because I didn't write it down. We're gonna have 3 rounds. 3 rounds of 3 movements. We'll be doing 30 seconds of work and taking 10 seconds of rest. We'll do flutter kicks, plank walk-ups, and sit-ups. For the flutter kicks, we're gonna be on our backs. So the flutter kicks will be lying on your back. If you want to, you can put your hands under your glutes, support your low back a little bit, or you can just have your hands at your sides. And then we're just going to be doing those small kicks from your hips right here. Not like this. Right here. Okay. Then we'll flip over and we will do plank walk-ups. So be in a nice plank. dropping to our elbows, coming back up onto our hands. And you want to make sure you alternate which hand is going down first each time. So left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right. Make sure you're alternating. 30 seconds of plank walk-ups, and then 30 seconds of sit-ups. You can have the soles of your feet together and your knees butterflied out. We're just coming up until our shoulders are past our hips. All right? 3 rounds, 30 seconds of each exercise is 1 round. So I'm gonna get my timer going, and we're gonna start with 30 seconds of flutter kicks. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Halfway there. Three, 2, 1. 10 seconds of breath. Get back into your plank position. And we're starting plank walk-ups in 3, 2, 1. You can also just hold your plank if the walk-ups get too much. 10 seconds left. Time. Ten seconds of sit-ups. In 3, 2, 1. Five seconds. And rest. We're going back into flutter kicks. 3, 2, 1. Halfway there. Three, 2, 1. Flip over into your plank. And we're going in 3, 2, 1. Halfway. Time. Sit-ups. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Halfway. Time's up. All right, last round. We're going back into Flutter Kicks. In 3, 2, 1. Halfway. Five seconds. Hang on to it. You got it. Time. Last planks. 3, 2, 1. Fifteen seconds. 4, 2, 1. All right. Last exercise. 30 seconds of sit-ups. We're done for the day. 3, 2, 1. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. All right. Well done. We're going to do some cool down stretches, and then we'll let you be on your way. We're going to start with just a forward fold. You can let your arms hang. You can grasp your elbows. Sway a little bit, whatever feels good. Let your head drop. Roll back up. Right foot forward. And sit back on your left, into your left hip, and feel that nice pull in your right hamstring. Make sure your hands are on your left leg, with that knee, not your straight leg. And pull the toe up if it feels good. Now we'll put the left foot forward. Sit back onto the right hip. And feel your left hamstring lengthen. Let's go into a runner stretch. Left foot forward. Put the back knee down. And just try and move that opposite hip forward. the floor. And before we do runner stretch on the other side, we're going to move into pigeon. So just wiggle your left foot across. Put your knee down. And then move into runner stretch. So bring your right foot forward. Scoot your left knee back. And try and move that left hip down toward the ground. And wiggle your right foot across toward the left side. And lay your knee down in front of you. Move into pigeon. All right, that's it. That's all we have for today. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Have a good one.